All again. I'm still at the church, the Église Saint-Eustache. We've just heard this magnificent organ recital played by an audition d'orgue, as the French call it, played by the resident organist here at Saint-Eustache, Baptiste-Florian Marle Ouvrard, playing only works by Jehan Alain. And before they throw me out of it, they always kick me out if they see me doing this, but I wanted to show you the ceiling here. So the acoustics here are just, they're just amazing. But I want to step outside before they kick me out, which they've done the last 2 times I came here and tried to do any live streaming from inside the church. I just wanted to add a few more things that you might not know about Alain, who died very young at the age of only 29 years old, and it's amazing that he had the output that he did. And if you tuned in for the live stream, then you may have noticed that, especially that last piece, the litany, was this a melody which may be familiar to you, even if you don't know much about organs. It's bum 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 ba da da dum bum 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 ba da da dum. But what I noticed in listening to the music is I'm not a musical expert. I'm not an organ expert. I'm just passionate about all the performing arts, getting online as much as possible, and organ recitals are part of it. But what I noticed right from the beginning is all the writers about Alain say that he was influenced by Debussy and by Messiaen, who was a contemporary of his. And if you listened in on it, the very first notes of the first dance that Marle Ouvrard played was pure Messiaen. This kind of chords played very softly, ascending, which reminded me of there is a piece by Messiaen which is about the ascension of Christ, and it starts out with these ba, da, 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 and then it goes up. It was just like that, and then he went off into something that was almost more like, I don't know, like a boogie woogie, just boom, 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 which was something completely different. Well, because it was a dance, but anyway, so I just thought that was terrific. I do have some photos that I took inside the church that I can share with you. To show you, first of all, I want to show you how well attended these recitals are. I mean, this place was filled up. Here, I think I have a better one that shows the whole. Look at this. Was the attendance at an organ recital? I'm telling you, we put out notices about organ recitals all over Europe and the U.S. each week, and many of them with very well-known organists coming to town to do concerts only draw maybe 10% of this. This has got to be a couple hundred people, and many of the ones that we tell you about, they're very well-known concert organists. They come to town. They're playing in Cornwall or they're playing in Toronto, and there are maybe 25 people, and this is hundreds, and it's that well attended every week here in Paris at Saint-Eustache Church, which is in a walking neighborhood. Called Les Halles, which is there's a huge shopping center here, a big cinema, and the church itself is just magnificent. It has these tremendous flying buttresses. And I'm sorry, I don't know when I'm on my phone how to change the camera so you can see the camera from the other side. What else did I want to tell you? The other thing I want to tell you about Alain is, well, why did he die so young? Well, he was in the military, and so he in 1930 and 1940 the Germans attacked, and he around the time of the Battle of Saumur, he was on a motorcycle doing reconnaissance. He's on the motorcycle, he comes around a corner, and there are all these Germans. All right, so he stops the motorcycle, and the Germans want him to surrender. He's there by himself. Well, what does he do? He starts shooting them. And of course, they shot him, and then that was his end. So he died. He died a military hero. So he's quite one of these unique figures in the history of France, and much loved. I want to show you. I did take at least one picture. I thought I took more than one, but I can only find. Oh, that's right. Picture of the organ for you. there's the organ. I could try to upload some of the organ pictures I took for you. Yeah, let me do that for you. May take a second on my phone. Here are this is the 5 manual organ, which was built and installed by Van den Heuvel back in the 1980s. While I have that up for you, I can show you a larger version of it, which will also show you the stops on the side. This has got 101 stops and the 5 manuals. And I tried getting a photo for you of the organ itself. The lighting in here is so bad that I couldn't do it. But here's if you've tuned in late and you didn't see it when I was showing it while I was still inside the church. Here's I want you to see that this is a 5-story tall ceiling. So the way that music resounded during this recital, well, it's just, it's an immersive, penetrating experience. When Marle Ouvrard is wailing on that organ, you are physically experiencing the vibrations in your body. Now, I do have to say that, among the 2 great organs that I know in Paris, there's this one, and then there's the Cavalier Cole organ at Saint-Sulpice. And I have to say that for my taste, the pure sound of the Cavalier Cole organ at Saint-Sulpice is superior. I mean, it is just, it's an amazing sound that I haven't heard on any organ before. I want to remind you, we publish regularly a roundup of all the organ recitals going on each week. There are weekly recitals going on Tuesday. There's St. James, Toronto has an organ recital which is like in the evening in Europe. Then it's at lunchtime in Eastern time in North America. And then on Wednesday, it's the Temple Church London has a lunchtime recital. Then on Thursday, it's the Truro Cathedral in Cornwall, which has a recital. On Friday, the Bergamo International Organ Improv Festival is still ongoing. This last Friday, they had the team of Vernet Meckler, these 2 French organists who've been playing together since 2006. And that was like really something if you haven't heard 4-handed organ. And they were playing everything from Bach to Paul Dukas' Sorcerer's Apprentice. So, and oh yeah, they finished up with Ravel's Bolero. So that was really something. And then, but there's also every Friday, St. Paul's Cathedral in San Diego, at lunchtime on the West Coast, Pacific time, with Canon Martin Green. And he never gives us the programs in advance, which really bothers me. But his programs are always highly sophisticated, very interesting, and he gives tremendous technical explanations of the pieces he's going to be playing with musical explanations, which are accessible to the layman. So I can commend that to you as well. And then again, on every Sunday at 5 o'clock European time, and then the corresponding times in the U.S. and elsewhere, you can tune in on YouTube to this recital. All of these recitals I just mentioned, they're all free of charge. They're all on YouTube, and very often the comment section is open. And if you're there, please check in. And if you see Access Arts Live in the comment section, say hello to us. And if not, say hello to the moderator and let him know that Access Arts Live sent you there. So I'm going to sign off now. It's I will be back in Stockholm for the next 2 months because the end of the year holidays are so marvelous there. Sometimes the Stockholm Royal Philharmonic does live streams, and then I do this kind of a pre-concert live stream, and I'll do something during the intermission, maybe something after. So I invite you to join me around those occasions. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Especially, we're trying to build up our YouTube audience so we can maybe start monetizing, or on Facebook, on X, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Threads, on LinkedIn. We're everywhere. We do all the work. We find out everything, and then we publish live streams where I tell you about these other live streams going on. And in the comment section or description, we give you the place, we give you the dates and the times, we give you the live link to get there and whether or not it's going to cost you something or not. So what can I say? Show up or blow up one of these times. Thank you to those of you who've been listening, and ciao for now. Have a great week. I'll be back tomorrow at 6 o'clock European time. That's Monday, October 28th, 6 o'clock European time, noon on the East Coast, 9 in the morning on the West Coast, with our weekly roundup of live streams going on all week long of all the performing arts, symphony, opera, chamber music, theater, ballet, dance, everything, you name it.